Hello, hello. How are we today? My hair is extra fucking crazy, bro. Bruh, I look fucking crazy. Today we got a good one. These fellas, they may be, if I'm remembering correctly, they might be the very first band I ever made a TikTok about. I was about to say made content. I'm like, oh wait, I've been talking about music forever. But my TikTok.com .com backslash. But no, it's I'm Andy Malafrina. Am I Andy Malafrina 610? I might make it Andy. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might try to change it to Andy Mal. Don't steal. I know there's a lot of you guys out there. Don't try to steal Andy Malafrina 610. That's mine. Wait, let me see if I can do it actually right now. 610. No one has that. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Literally, as of this moment, Andy Malafrina 610. You saw it here fucking live, bros and girl bros. But yeah, so I posted a thing forever ago, and I was like forever ago, and I was like, hey, if you're a small band, sub 10K on Spotify, hit me up. Bunch of bands responded to that. And one of the first ones I saw was this. I believe it was them. I could be remembering this wrong. If I am, whatever. But one of the first was Soul Exchange, and I liked them. They were real heavy. They were real fucking good. And I believe they're from Tejas, where I currently reside as well. Oh yeah, they're from Austin. That rips. So yeah, literally, we could probably meet. I could probably meet up with Soul Exchange in under 20 minutes today, if they wanted to hang out. Anyway, they put out a new EP, Slow Descent. I was talking about this in the tradition video I was talking about. Andy Malafrina, currently am a very available man. Hit me up. Let me know if you want me to talk about your shit. And if I have the time, I'll check it the fuck out. And if you're someone like Soul Exchange, who I already fuck with, I'll definitely check it the fuck out. But there's a lot of music. This is where I ask for money. There's a lot of music out there. So if you would like to cut the line, you can go to my Patreon, link down below, patreon.com/Andy Malafrina. I'm going to set up a $5 and a $20 tier. If $5 a month, I'll review any song you want, and then for $20 a month, I'll review any album you want. Now, can't be like a fucking double disc 2-hour album, but you know what I'm saying. Or if you just want to, if you don't want to subscribe to the Patreon, I'll have my Venmo and my PayPal. Send me a $5 or $20 payment. If I don't respond right away, hit me with a message just in case I missed it. But yeah. Anyway, that's me begging for money. Soul Exchange, they're the bros. I was very excited to see this come out. I love the fucking album cover. Let me move my head over a little bit. I love the fucking album cover. It's intense. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It makes you afraid of a dystopian future that could possibly exist. You know, the current state of things. This could happen. This could definitely happen. But let's hop into it. Slow Descent is the new EP. Soul Exchange. Who are they with? 1126 Records. I'll look it up to see if they have any like special releases with oh wait, we have their merch over here. My head's just in the way of everything. Yeah, it looks like we got some merch going on, and head's still in the way. Yeah. Hell yeah. Soul Exchange, tx.bigcartel.com if you want to go grab merch from the boys. Anyway, let's get into the fucking music. Enough talking.
Exchange your soul.
I kind of fuck with that. It's like the I heard one drum beat and I go, let me break this down. No, it just felt very Deftonesy. The one fucking song what's the one song that starts like that? I'm new into liking the Deftones. I avoided liking listening to the Deftones for a while. And then Yeah, I don't know why. It's a real dropping the ball over here for Big Red, but and I started listening. But what's the one song with the fucking drive that car really fucking far until you run out of gas, then go get some gas and keep driving a far car away? This is like the beatdown version of that.
Your soul.
Damn. I'm going to let it kind of just go through it. Just a quick comment. That has to go. Love the sound of the drums. Love the fucking downstrokes. But also the, I don't know if, what's the fucking tremolo? I forget what the fucking actual term is, but that like quick guitar, you know, it's not like shredding because I think they're only hitting one note, but they're playing like real fucking fast. I forget what the fuck that shit's called, but yeah. Good start. Great song number one. And goddamn, these guys probably go the fuck off live. I like how it sort of goes back and forth from, like, especially with the vocals and a lot of the, you know, rhythmic shit up front. It has a very, like, God's Hate vibe. But then, like, right now, it's like they're dipping their toe into more, I don't know, I'm not, I gotta get better at this because I'm not, like, super deep into a lot of, like, metal and deathcore and shit. But it just reminds me, like, you know how prog rock is always, like, you know, it's always like overly complicated, and then they're singing a song about, you know, going to fight in some like fantasy world. It's just like, you know, it's odd time signatures and Lord of the Rings lyrics. Well, fucking like a lot of metal bands or a lot of, I don't even know if it's deathcore or like death metal, but they have like the same thing, but it's like more about like the Grim Reaper and shit. This has like a touch of that with like the very like the second they started playing the guitar riff, I just imagined like, I don't know, zombies coming out of toxic waste, like some shit like that. Very spooky, very eclectic sound all in one band. I like this, by the way, like, more bands, especially Soul Exchange, they're a smaller band. I think they're at like, yeah, they're at 8,200 monthly. More, well, I mean, I guess it was kind of the thing back in the day. Bands would do splits, but they don't really do, like, bands, I feel like bands don't really do splits anymore. Or that's probably not true. Not like I'm saying that out loud. That's actually probably not true. But either way, having other vocalists of other bands feature on your songs, it's a really great way to show people all these different bands. It's a really great way, and it's fun too. Like, I know Kubla Khan does that a shitload. Like, they kind of do it, from my recollection, they do it the most where, I mean, each album, they probably have like 4 features on them. I know the last one had like the dude from Throwdown and I want to say Hatebreed, and I remember the one with what's that fucking album? It's the one it's like 2 albums ago. They had like a shit ton of features on them. They're like my favorite band. It's really bad. I can't remember the albums. I'm good at feelings. I'm not good at recalling info all the time. But yeah, man, it's like a cool thing more bands should especially smaller bands. You know what I mean? Like, spread the wealth. Like, that's how comedians do it. You know, most comedians get on because, like, well, there's 2 routes to go for a comedian, where it's like you get locked in on the system and you make connections with like club owners and bookers and stuff like that. And then the other way to get like more fans is usually just you go on other comedian shit. Those fans see you and they go like, oh fuck, like, that's how I've found a lot of my favorite comedians, is they were guests on my favorite podcast. Or actually, like, my favorite podcast, my one, you guys probably know, but my one bro, Matt McCusker, he was on the Lemon Party podcast, and I went to go listen to Lemon Party, and then I'm a big fan of Lemon Party podcast. So, I don't know, I think more bands, a lot do, but I guess it's more fair to say if you don't, you should embrace that. Hell yeah. Slight, not tempo change. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Time signature change. Because I think they're hitting that shit in 3. Very good, very heavy, doing all the wow wow. These guys definitely go off live. I should also throw this out here. Looks like if you go to 1126records.com, you can pick up the new album. Doesn't look like they have vinyl out yet, which would be cool. But you can pick up the album here, and then you can also go to I think they're, what's their Bandcamp? Well, yeah, 1126records.bandcamp.com, or you go to soulexchangetxhc.bandcamp.com. Throwing out a little plug. If you guys, I'll put the links for all these down in the description, or I'll say I did. Hopefully I remember to do that, because I've definitely not remembered to do that in the past. But yeah, man, These guys rip. Heavy, heavy boys. I love that. I've always liked it, but my new favorite, like my favorite guitar stuff always changes places, and currently is just quick shit like that, like they're doing right here. I love that shit. That's also a great little fucking thing to do, where right here you have really like drawn out open chords and shit. Yeah, just a lot of drawn out droning. And then to just go from that to tightening it up. It'd be a commonly used thing with like breakdowns back in the day. Like, bands don't do that as much, but like, here, perfect example. Like on their old shit, A Day to Remember, they were always like fucking perfect at like just doing the thing. And I always thought their shit was dope. I'm not a huge fan of their newer stuff, although on their newer shit, there's a lot of like moments where they like shine through and you get to see like the old Day to Remember. But what's the fucking album called, For Those Who Have Heart? Is that the name of the album? Sorry, my thing's being a little bitch. But yeah, if you go to like, I believe it's fast forward to, yeah. I think it's this one. I hope this plays. I'll edit this out if this gets all fucked up.
We welcome you to the second. That's a bottom line. My friends come first. That's a bottom line. That's a bottom line. This is the future, never getting older.
Okay, right here. I think this is a good example of it, but this is like where they do the fucking thing where they like build up to the breakdown, and they have a lot of like open chords, and then right before the breakdown's about to hit, they tighten it up and have just very quick staccato shit, and it works every time. You know what I mean? It's the same shit they use. It's kind of ironic because there's like I don't know if ironic's the right word, but there's like there's a direct correlation to this and like electronic music, because they use the same thing, building up to a drop and shit like that. And that's what essentially hardcore bands are doing, building up to like a break. Like whenever they build, rather than just going to a breakdown, if you're building it up and you kind of know it's coming, but they're still just creating that anticipation to make you a little more excited.
When the table's too tight, where will you be? Pick up your feet.
even there, they're like palm muting a little, but they're letting a little like boom happen, and then I think the next part they tighten it up again. Yeah, dude. Gets me every fucking time. But yeah, that's like, and then like in a heavy band, you can do shit like that where you like essentially, shit, did we finish the song? Did I fuck that up? What were we on? I don't remember what we were on. But yeah, you can essentially do stuff like that to kind of like, well, it's a big thing you can do in all genres. Is you can keep playing like the same general chord progression, but just if you just figure out a different way to play the same thing, it adds a little extra oomph to everything going on. I don't think I listened to this one. No, I think I did. I just don't know if I was that deep into it. Damn, I like that shit a lot. That I know these guys like on their website, they're called like their the fuck was it called? Oh, their Bandcamp is, Soul Exchange TX Hardcore. And they are definitely hardcore, but like that doesn't do it justice, cuz like shit like this is all very, you don't get this like I hate to use this word, but like haunting vocals. You don't get like haunting vocals all the time like this in like traditional hardcore bands. And then this breakdown at the end is very like metalcore in my opinion. But either way, I think the big part that makes it hardcore is like this shit is very danceable live. Like that to me is a huge element of hardcore. Is like, well, are they going to go off live? Because you see it a lot of times. Like, there's certain bands that are super fucking talented. But, so, Counterparts or Boundaries. But the way that they play their music, it doesn't always, like, translate to, just the hardcore dancing live. So, it's every moment you're not, if you take a band like Speed or Big Boy, people are moving every second that band's going. But then, sometimes the hardcore bands they'll hit a fucking blast beat, and it's not that easy to. You see it all the time too with deathcore. It's like amazing music, but sometimes it's like you hear the music and you're like, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do right now. You know what I mean? Like as a participant. That's why I never like shit on push pits. Because it still gives you something to do during the song. I think the moshing is superior to pushing, but I don't like the push pit still gives you shit to do. Like I just experienced it watching. I went to go see. Well, we technically, because it rained really hard, we technically didn't stay for Lamb of God. All respect to Lamb of God. It was just we don't really listen to you guys, and it was raining very hard. But we went to go see. Mainly went for Kublai and Sanguisugabogg and Fit for an Autopsy open. Both bands are fucking sick. I think Sanguisugabogg is a little more danceable, but like Fit for an Autopsy, they fucking rip. But like, it's just one of those bands where it's like I don't exactly know what to fucking do live, and that's like for me a big distinction of hardcore. I feel like every moment of a hardcore band, you're like, oh, I know what to do, you know, and you don't even really have to be into the music, you know. It's like, especially with like, you know, all doing the invisible ninja punching and shit like that. You kind of just like, you know, like I remember I had a friend ask, like when a friend saw me moshing one time, they're like, do you practice, like who's not really into the shit? They're like, do you practice that? And I go, I don't know. It just like makes sense. You know what I mean? Like when you're at the show when you're at the show and they're playing and you're listening to it, it just kind of makes sense to do the fucking ninja moves like a dumbass. But yeah, no, Soul Exchange definitely has like a lot of range. I guess is the main point I was trying to get to, is they have a lot of range to them, because like this, like they've done a lot of metal stuff. They've done the fucking, like there's little moments where I don't know if it's just me, but like I'm hearing the Devil Wears Prada in like so many bands. Like I was listening to the new Balmora release that felt very Devil Wears Prada-y at times. Even in like bands like Boundaries, you hear like Devil Wears Prada and shit, and even right now you hear like little hints of it. But then at the same time, like I was saying before, I'm hearing lots of hints of like God's Hate and shit like that. Or did I mention God's Hate? If I didn't, you hear a lot of hints of God's Hate in these guys. So yeah, I like this is legitimately why like I enjoy modern bands now a little bit more than, because if you think about like the heavy genre in general, like how old is metal? I mean, like Black Sabbath, but like the modern version of metal, like what's the first real taste of that is like Metallica or some shit in the mainstream. And then it's like, then you go like, well, how, you know, what's that? The late 70s, early 80s. And then you go like, how old's fucking punk in the modern version of it? And that takes you to, you know, realistically the late 80s, early 90s. And then you go, how fucking old is metalcore? You know, and that realistically takes you to the late 90s, early 2000s, and et cetera. And even hardcore, like in the modern version of hardcore, it's not that fucking old. So, like, you have all these genres. That's where it's like I feel bad for all these bands. Like, a lot of these bands that came out in the early 2000s when, like, they were still sort of figuring out the sound. It's like you hear all these bands now, and, you know, and it's they got canceled, but I'm not they got canceled and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie to myself and say the new album didn't rip. But like again, that Balmora album, or you hear that band, I just got into this band Car Underwater, or actually funny enough, another band that canceled themselves, See You Space Cowboy. But Boundaries is a good example. You get these bands that they just benefit the fact that it is kind of like a crazy inverse though, because like when the genre was like the least evolved is when it was the most popular, and now you have these bands that like they're putting out music. I Promise the World too. They're putting out music that like the bands in the 2000s would kill to sound like, but you don't get these current bands without the bands in the 2000s. And now the genre's like, in my opinion, like metalcore, or I should say good metalcore, because there's a lot of mainstream metalcore that is really just like, you know, it's a pop song, you put some chuggas on, whatever, cool chorus or cool verse, but you're just doing a fucking bullshit sing-songy chorus. Go open for Five Finger Death Punch, you fucking pussies. That's how spicy I'm getting today. But yeah, it's like, I would argue that good metalcore is the least popular it's ever fucking been. But there's a lot, I'll die on that fucking hill. From like, if I'm going to like a live show, this is why like hardcore and metalcore need to fucking unite. because you could potentially make the greatest genre of music ever. Like, Boundaries is kind of doing it. But, dude, because, like, metalcore, when it comes to, like, heavy music, metalcore is the best music to just, like, sit at home and be brooding and sad about stuff. You know what I mean? But then the best heavy shit to go to a live show for is hardcore. So, like, but sometimes there's certain hardcore bands that I listen to that I, like, don't care too much about their recording, but I'd go see them live in a second. And if they could just if you guys could just come together and understand each other's potential and power. Like, Turnstile's kind of doing that right now. They're a pop band, but they're writing their music like, I mean, and their old shit is hardcore. And their new shit, like, they use songwriting elements of hardcore, but, you know, it's in standard tuning and they sound like a fucking pop band at times, but it's still really fucking good. That's why that song Birds or whatever it is goes so fucking hard, even though it's just hella good by No Doubt, which I pride myself. I don't know if there's actual evidence of it, but I pride myself as being one of the first people to ever point that out on the internet. But yeah, man. And like, I'm doing all this to give props to Soul Exchange because they're incorporating all the good elements. But but that's the thing. Like, you just need hardcore as, like, your base. Because, like, you need the live show to go off. That's how you get people back. Like, you know, you need to be like, if you go to this, that's why, like, Drain's so popular. Because you just see you see live footage of Drain and people just go like, well, I want to be there. I didn't end up going because I forgot what day it was, but I bought tickets to a Drain show before I even, like, listened to an album. Just because I saw a video of them at LDB one year on the 197 channel, and I was like, that looks like the most fun day of anyone's fucking life. And so I bought tickets to a Drain show, never actually listening to Drain. And it's like, that's how, like, you know, you have these young men high in testosterone that want to jump around and fucking fight each other. Let them know that there's a safe space to do that at your show. But yeah, and I feel like bringing it back, Soul Exchange is a safe space for that. Sorry. I know it's not good to look at your phone during these, but my wife sent me reels, and that's more important than anything in the world. This is a fun one. It says, if you ever hated your physique, just remember you're also not doing well financially. That's the kind of stuff we send each other. It's true. And it makes us feel good. Guys, the Patreon, for fuck's sake. I'm not doing good. Give me your fucking money right now. Nah, but for real, this is a good time to remind you. Patreon.com/AndyMalfrina. I'll have a thing for you on the $5 and $20 tier once a month. You can force me to listen to whatever music you want. Or if you want to just do a one-off, I got my Venmo and my PayPal down below. Send a 5-spot or a 20-spot with the song or album you want me to talk about. And then I might be doing something like this. I might be taking 30 minutes to listen to a 15-minute EP. Because I got things to say, guys.
We're
Yeah, I'm back. That absolute ass beater of a breakdown. Holy fuck. This is actually probably my favorite song off there. I'm actually going to add this to the, well, yes, my liked songs, but also I want to add this to my new music playlist, which you guys can check out. What the fuck? I can't do it from here. What the fuck? All right, I'll do that later. I got Big Red's new music 2026. Go check that out. I was bad at updating it, but now that I'm focusing on the music a lot more, I've been getting real good at updating that. So every couple days there'll be a couple new songs on there. So go back to that, check it out. I believe I'll put a link for that down in the description. You guys get all the fucking links. I spoil you. But yeah, let's back this up. What an absolute ass beater of a breakdown, dude. Oh, fuck. Play it. God damn you, Spotify. My Spotify on the desktop loves acting up. God damn it, Spotify. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, Spotify. You make me look like a fucking asshole in my reviews. Guys, join the Patreon so I can get a new fucking computer. Yes, dude. Go to the Soul Exchange show and beat ass. And here's the title track, Slow Descent. very funny. I was talking God's Hate earlier, and now I'm starting to bring up another Colin. What's his last name? Young, dude. It's so funny too because I'm like a huge fucking fan of hard lore and shit like that. Like I posted that video when Bo passed away, and I listen every fucking week, and it's like, and I remember I was like, wait a minute, what's Bo's last name? I'm like, fuck, and it's like, wait, what's Colin's? I know Bo and Colin. I was like, I don't like I don't go out of my way to obtain information. I let information get into me. I was just like, oh. Wait a minute. Like, it's just so funny to be like, dude, if you like gun to my head, it's like, hey, what are the last names of the host? What are the last names of the two hosts of your fucking favorite music podcast? I go, oh no, tell my mom I loved her. But Colin, this is very not that I've gone deep into the catalog, but this is very Twitching Tongues-esque in my opinion. It's just like reminding me of that. Yeah, man, this rips. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. There we have it. Slow Descent by Soul Exchange. Good fucking shit. 10 out of 10. No notes. 15-minute album. Took me 45 minutes to listen to. I fucking loved it. A real ass beater of an album. A real motherfucker of a listening experience. Really goes to show you, bands, if you want to make some good ass fucking music, some good ass beater fucking music, some good ass fucking music, get real passionate about 4 genres and put those all into one big stew and use that stew to fucking beat ass. Also, make sure the snare's real high pitched. That was a real part of it, and play a lot of downstrokes. But yeah, all jokes aside, Soul Exchange, you fucking killed it. That's a great record. I fucking loved it. Solid EP, I should say. Slow Descent? Nah, dude. Fast Enjoyment. That sucked ass. Fuck. Anyway, Soul Exchange, you guys fucking bodied this shit. It was a very fun listen, very creative album. Utilized all the best aspects of hardcore, metalcore, metal, beatdown, all that kind of shit. Basically taking all the best aspects of all these genres, putting them into one, creating a solid at-home listening experience, and what I can only assume is going to be a fun fucking time at the live show. Guys, if you haven't already, well, I guess you have because you've watched this reaction, but do yourself a favor. if you want to listen to this and have it only take you 15 minutes, check out Slow Descent by Soul Exchange. It's a good fucking time. I love you guys. Have a good one. Be about it. Peace.